fire away.
I guess let's start with the status on the injured guys.
They're all doing better. They're all making progress. So no updates other than they're making progress, and we hope to have the guys that are available, and the ones that aren't won't be.
Can you break that list down for us?
Nope, I can't.
Thought I kept trick you.
Yeah.
What did you see from your defense that was overly encouraging with what they
Overly
did?
encouraging?
Yeah.
Nothing. Encouraging. We were more sound versus the run because we were more disciplined in our gap control, which is what you have to be to play good on defense. We tackled better. We stayed on our feet better. And then in the pass game, we got pressure on the quarterback throughout the game, and then got him on the turf in the second half, and that helps obviously. And then the coverage was tight, which our secondary is a good group. They've played well all year. I think they're number one in the conference in pass defense efficiency. So it didn't surprise me that they'd play well back there.
Are you guys a little bit better fit against that style of offense right now than one that maybe lines up and just comes at you?
Well, no, I mean, we can play against either. It's just you don't see the other offenses very often, so it's hard to prepare. Like I know you're referring to a team like Stanford. You don't see that. We don't see that style of offense ever, except when we play them. And so, you've got to do some quick learning. And I think that's, they're a very good team because they're very talented, they're very well coached, but they also present problems for everybody they play that doesn't have a familiarity with what they do. So, if we get a chance to play them again, hopefully we're better.
How much of the pressure you guys got on the quarterback was due to the tight coverage?
It always works together. Coverage and rush go hand in hand. If you can get pressure and the guy has to get the ball out of his hands quicker, that helps your coverage. If you have tight coverage and you make him, read through his progressions, then it's going to help your rush. So it's both. But I just thought we were more consistent in pushing the pocket and eliminating throwing lanes, and then we made plays when he did get it out of his hands.
How encouraging is what you saw out of Johnny Johnson, especially on the outside?
Well, I was encouraged, but I was also just very excited for him. It's been a long journey for Johnny. He's had, the 2 shoulder surgeries, and he's fought through a lot of things. And to see him go out there, and we put him in a lot of man situations and press, and he held up very, very well. And, so it's encouraging because, he can do it, and then it's exciting because of the hard work that he's put in and the adversity he's overcome. It's great for him.
With Johnny, is it mostly just physical stuff that he's had to come back from, or is there mental rust that you've seen him kind of work off?
When you have 2 shoulder surgeries, that's mental and physical. I mean, there's a physical component because you're trying to recover, but also it's just human nature. You start to question things. It came here highly acclaimed, and it didn't work out immediately because of the shoulder, and then he fought back, and they got hurt again, and so that wears on you emotionally. So to have him overcome that and just continue to fight the way he has and believe in himself and work, it's really great to see. Really great to see for him.
With Paul going down in the last game, you got an extended look at Soso getting more carries. Where have you seen the biggest development with him since fall camp?
Well, he's gained weight. He's gotten stronger. He hits the hole quicker because he understands the scheme better. Understanding where you're supposed to go and when you're supposed to get there is one part of being a good running back. He's always had explosiveness through the hole. He got tripped up a couple times when I thought he was going to break it, but he's just more decisive. He understands things better. His pass protection's better. Both him and Bull, the same thing. They're both doing that. So good.
Kenny Clark seems to be getting more pressure. Is that just him getting in better situations to do that, or is he just improving kind of as he goes along?
Well, I think anytime that your edge rushers are putting pressure on guys, Tack and Dion and Aaron Wallace and Matt Dickerson, it allows you to get more one-on-ones inside. And a guy like Kenny Clark is difficult to block one-on-one. I mean, he's big and he's strong, he's physical, he's quick, and he is a pretty good pass rusher. So I think it's just, he wins some, match up some. Sometimes it's a call, sometimes they have to focus on the outside guys. But he's definitely improving because he comes out here every day and he works very hard.
Kaimi has kind of extended his range a little bit last at the 60-yarder than the 50-yarder. Does that change much with your offense, with what he can do now?
Does it change what now?
Does it change anything? Kind of.
just allows us to kick a field goal when it's a long range one, rather than have the decision if you want to punt or go for it, And when you have confidence that your kicker can bang 50-yarders through consistently, when the ball's on the 32-yard line where you're kind of in no man's land, or the 34-yard line or the 36-yard line, where you're kicking up the 54-yarder, you feel like you got a legitimate shot. So, if it's 4th and 10 on the 36 rather than going for it, you got a guy that can get you 3 points. It's a nice option to have.
Has he shown that range in practice as well?
He's kicked up to like 64, 66 in practice. Yeah, I mean, like I said after the game, Jerry and Kaimi were the ones that, they're like confident. They said, "We got it. Kick it." Amy gave me a thumbs up. So I said, "All right, kick it." And he boomed it through, and it had room to spare. So I think he's kicking as well as anybody in the country right now. When you consider his kickoffs and his field goals, I don't know that there's a more proficient kicker in the country right now than Kaimi. It's been a long road for him. He's stuck with it. His teammates have believed in him the whole way. He's worked through things. He's kept his confidence, and it's paying off for him. It's really fun to see. It's kind of it's what you love about college, is watching these guys come in as freshmen and progress to seniors and all the improvement they make. So it's cool.
What do you think of Kenneth Walker's punting?
Well, I think that he did a nice job. He put one down on the 9-yard line. His other one wasn't returned, so it's good. I thought Josh's punting was pretty good. We put that one down on the 9 as well. So we just got to continue to look at that and work on it and get better at it, and find ways to continue to increase our net punt average.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks.